Good afternoon. I am Brian Sucker. I am the Interim Vice President of Student Services at San Diego Mesa College. It is my honor to introduce our 2011 Student Commencement Speaker, Aubrey Blackwell. Aubrey has had an amazing journey since graduating from Ramona High School in 2005 and beginning her studies at Mesa College in 2006. Like many of you who are graduating today, Aubrey's journey has not been an easy one, but she has persevered through personal and family tragedies to stand with you today and proudly receive her diploma. Aubrey could have followed a path to personal destruction, but something happened to help her change her course and to help her succeed. What happened to Aubrey, and perhaps to many of you, is something sometimes called serendipity. Others call it chance or fate. At Mesa, we call it teaching. For Aubrey, change came when she took a speech communications class and found a passion and something she could excel in. When her professors showed they cared and gave her inspiration. Today, Aubrey is receiving an Associate in Arts degree in Speech Communications. She has already begun classes at SDSU, where she has maintained a 2.8 GPA. Not surprisingly, Aubrey plans to complete her degree in Communication Studies. Joining Aubrey today are her proud parents, Paul and Susan Blackwell, her partner, Amy Newson, and members of her family. Welcome. And now, I am proud to introduce the class of 2011 Student Commencement Speaker, Aubrey Blackwell.
Way to go, Tyler!
Wow. It is definitely an honor to be here today. There was a time in my life that I could not have seen myself up here. But I'll tell you something, when I was little, I always knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. A veterinarian. And sometimes a firefighter, maybe a dog trainer, Peace Corps volunteer, actress, artist, musician, zookeeper, maybe a pirate, I don't know. Alright, I guess I wasn't so sure. So last year, I decided I would start a student. My mom always told me that going through school isn't something that you hurry up and finish to get on with life. It's an integral part of the whole journey. Education is a lifelong pursuit. But in spring 2010, I was sitting in the counseling office with 4 F's and 4 W's after spending 4 years at Mesa College. I didn't think I was going to go anywhere. But that was until I learned what getting an education was really about, and I fell in love with my major. The mark of an educated mind is the ability to entertain a thought without accepting it. Aristotle. I watched my professor Kim write this on the board the very first day of class. And that quotation stuck. And somewhere between my perfect 4.0 semester and a semester of trial and tragedy, I started to figure stuff out. See, getting an education isn't about a GPA, and it isn't about standardized test scores. It's about accountability, knowledge, power. Education is not only knowing the greater force, but being the greater force, and entering into the scholarly dialogue. I found everything I needed to succeed at Mesa College. Because the heart of Mesa is and always will be its educators. They make this college a community, not just another community college. It is here that I've learned to uphold myself to the absolute highest standard of integrity, to believe in second chances, and to appreciate the hard work that every administration, faculty, and staff member puts into making my experience exceed expectation. We've all reached this day by unique path. And beyond this one moment that we hold together, this infinite shared sense of pride and accomplishment, our path will once again divide. But I have to say that it is indeed humbling to walk the halls of San Diego State, and to know that had it not been for Mesa, I would not have made it this far. Let me take you back a few years to fall 2007, when my world stopped. On November 9th, my family found out that my aunt had been murdered by my uncle. The fallout from that made my heart and my head feel like an atomic wasteland. This ugly monster came to life inside me, and I festered in that purgatory of bipolar disorder until spring 2010, and I was an inch from being a complete dropout, and I felt like a total failure. At this point, I had been hospitalized and therapized, poked and prodded and under-medicated, overwhelmed, and I sat in that counseling office with those F's and those W's and my failed dreams and that crushing expectation, and all I could do was cry for help. And help came. We all have those special people in our lives that walk in right when we need them. And for me, it was Linda and Kim. Both communication professors at Mesa. I have had the biggest honor being your student. Thank you. These women came into my life and they demanded my success. And they applauded my determination. And with their encouragement, I competed successfully with the speech and debate team, and I started to rebuild my self-confidence. That voice in my head that said, Aubrey, you will never make it, got quieter every day. I learned to love what I was doing, and I found out that speech classes had been this glimmer of hope woven into my transcript. And it's my passion for my major that has me standing here before you. I have found my place in the world of academia, and you have all found an education that speaks to you. So never forget Mesa, its people, and what it stands for. We have all been given a beautiful gift to change lives the way ours have been changed. Believe me when I say I am proud of each and every one of you. I know the determination it took to get here because we have all struggled and we have all persevered. So tell me, Mesa grads, what are you going to be? A CEO? A nurse? An engineer? A teacher? As for myself, I am just proud to be here today, surrounded by so many people who are intent on realizing their dreams. I've set my course, and I'm on the road to becoming a professor, like so many of the heroes in my life.